Hi friends, and today we discuss the kinds of recognition. As you know that recognition is a formal act by one state identifying or existence of the other state. That is be called as a recognition. The two important theories are there. One is the constitutive theory, other one is the declaratory theory. So, as per the provisions of the constitutive theory, only a recognition by the other state is exclusively leads to the coming into force of the state. Whereas the declaratory theory says that if a state identifies satisfying the four elements like territory, different territory, people, supremacy, and governance, there on account it comes into picture whether it has been recognized or not. And in furtherance of it, there are two kinds of recognitions are there in the world. Number one is de facto recognition, and second is the de jure recognition. So de facto recognition is recognition which is not a permanent, it is be called as a provisional recognition. So when the state comes into picture, into the international horizon, the other states straight away according the permanent recognition, they give the de facto recognition or provisional recognition. Because whether in the coming state, whether it will be there in the future or not, because time will tell. Time is a good factor, a big factor to decide whether that state will be called as can continue as a state or not. So to testifying it, first states will granting the de facto recognition. There are many instances are there in the world, and mostly all the majority of the states in the world, they are following the de facto recognition. The second, or to say other recognition is the de jure recognition. De jure. De jure stands for, it is a permanent. A state when fulfills all the conditions, the other states, they have to give a recognition in a permanent nature. Once it is recognized by the state, it cannot be cancelled. So initially, as I told you, that they give they according the de facto, thereafter observing certain point of time, they are according the de jure recognition. It is happened in 1971 when the Bangladesh was taken birth from the Pakistan. Majority of states, they have given the de facto recognition to the Bangladesh. Whether it will be there or not, they want to see for certain time. Or again it will disintegrate, because time will tell. Nobody knows. But whereas India has a first state, straight away accorded the de jure recognition to the Bangladesh, because of the political compulsions. So India has did it. And so what is the difference is there between the de facto and de jure recognition? I just told you, so de facto recognition is a purely temporary recognition. If the elements of state has been not there, are missing, then the de facto recognition can be cancelled. Why? Because it is a purely a temporary arrangement. So because of that, it can be cancelled. Whereas the other side, de jure recognition is a permanent recognition. Once it is given, it cannot be cancelled. It is a permanent in nature, absolute in nature. So we can say that de jure is a highest important, and de facto is not having such a sanctity in the international law. And one more that has been stated in number of cases, like Bank of Ethiopia versus National Bank of Egypt and Likori, reported 1937 CH page number 517. In Arantachaju Mendi, another important case, there also it is reported in 1939 AC page number 256, where Lord Atkins of the House of Lords observed that when de jure can be granted, he stated that a de jure recognition is granted when, after seeing that elements of the state has been satisfied, and also that should be there for years together, that should be continued for forever, then only de jure recognition can be given. And as I told you, there are some differences are there. That is the then what are the advantages and disadvantages of the recognition in case of the in case of the recognition is granted in de jure, then only we can enter, this other state can enter, or the other states parties can enter into agreements with the subjects of the state or the state itself. And for suing, filing the cases in that particular state, the state should have got de jure recognition. If it is a de facto recognition, where the state which has been given de facto recognition are subjects of the state, they cannot file cases against, can be sued against the subjects of the de facto recognition. So, and for starting of diplomatic relations in between the two states, the de jure recognition is a compulsory, because diplomatic relations leads to diplomatic immunities, diplomatic privileges. If the states they want to have that, they should be recognized by in a manner of de jure recognition. And there are then if it is a state is not recognized, then also we in such scenario also we cannot file, the state or state parties or subjects of the state parties cannot file cases against such non-recognized states, and we cannot enter into agreements with the subjects or that against that state. And if the state is not recognized, then we cannot enter into any sort of diplomatic relations. And the now question we have to know whether the recognition is for the state or for the government. These two are different issues. Recognition is a state is a permanent, whereas a government means, suppose a party or a military coup, a government gets power in that particular state, then that cannot be recognized by the other states. So state recognition is a permanent in nature, whereas the government recognition is a non-permanent in nature. It all depends upon the geopolitical factors. So a state can be recognized, but a government cannot be recognized. There are some governments, they recognize the state, but they cannot recognize the governments. Why? Because if they, I just told you, if they are not elected in a due process. So these two are different. The recognition of the state and recognition of the government. So that we have to observe, we have to know, and because in this coexistence world, the recognition plays very, very important role in molding the nations, in exchange in between the nations, or whether it may be a commercial transactions, a trading transactions, or any diplomatic transactions, or anything. If you want to have the interact with the other states, the state should have to be recognized. When it is recognized, then only the state can be able to survive in the Community of Nations. Thank you.